Hey guys, this is episode 113 of Modded Minecraft. This is Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved. So, last episode we discussed starting to auto smelt using the ME because the amount of stone we're actually going through right now to set up the factory blocks, like the stuff we're standing on, actually requires iron and stone and tons of it. And to finish off the main room in the turbine room, I want to start thinking. We start thinking about jumping into automatic smelting using the ME. So we've done a bunch of research. We've already started. We started installing the necessary stuff. We've got the crafting co-processing unit installed. We've also got a 4K crafting storage installed as well. That is now hooked in, running into the ME, which is bloomin' fantastic. We got all that done. If we come up here real quick, I've already ripped out. That's right, literally. So check it out. I've literally ripped out all the machines back here because we're renovating this whole section. Remember, we talked about it last episode. Go check it out if you missed it. So we're renovating this entire section now. It's going to be bloomin' fantastic. I've popped them all into the to this chest here so we can reset them up and sort them out where they're meant to go. You know, EU's in the EU section and RF in the RF section, etc., etc. So that's all bloomin' good. That's why I had to have a wrench, because remember, some things decide to break apart when you break it with a pick, but it's still pretty messy back here. I did say last episode I was going to start working on reducing the amount of the old pipes that were in the base, which I have. Check it out. Where we're all diamond Kines pipe and gold transport pipe. That's all been reduced. Check it out. All the main hallways now, I stripped it all. I've upgraded it to Tesseracts and Ender IO conduit. They're all upgraded. So if you come over here real quick, I'll show you. So look, we've got items. We got one for items flowing into the ME, and we've got one for power, which is the power source, which is freaking fantastic. And also, check it out, these Ender energy conduit. These are new. So I've crafted a bunch of these things just to test it out to see what it's all about. These are pretty good. Look how thin they are. They can take up to 20,000 RF a tick, these pipes can. And they're very nice and thin and they look very high tech. But yeah, they're now delivering power. So we've literally now got a huge tunnel system that goes outside for nothing. But then again, we are now finally upgrading the bases, all the bases stuff. This has got to be stripped back. This goes to our toilet, our XP toilet. Remember that bad boy? She's over here. What I end up doing is installing a Tesseract and using a Tesseract to transpose. Tesseracts is the way to go nowadays. Crikey. Less pipe, the better. So yeah, that's all bloomin' done. Got all that done last episode. We're going to be using, instead of the diamond kinesis pipe, we'll switch over to the conduit for something new. That will be plugged into most of the machines at the back here, and same within here, instead of the old diamond kinesis pipe. So yeah, alright. So anyway, I should stop jabbering and get started. So what we need to do is start taking out literally all this. Is there anything in here important? No, nothing's important. So just take it literally all out. Boom. I got to take it. So the plan is, can we take? Oh crikey, that's right. We have. I keep forgetting we had a Acus accumulator down here for to supplying the water, but we don't obviously have that there anymore. We can't remove that, can we? What did that used to go to? That goes up. I think that's the toilet. Yes, that's the toilet line. Well, the XP line, I should say. So that there is we're gonna have to strip that out now. That's got to go. We're gonna have to upgrade that like immediately. So all that can come literally out. Fantastic. So the plan is to have our auto smelting on this side of the room and our EU power stuff on this side of the room, okay? That is the plan. And then obviously our factory stuff at the back here. We'll probably end up moving the QED system as well. Probably a good idea to move that out of the bloomin' way. So what I need to do is quickly strip out the rest of this room, which won't take too long. Put down some flooring. Gonna have to make some more bloody factory blocks if we're gonna put some more blue flooring down. I don't know where the new wall's going to be honest. I think we come like 3 blocks in, or maybe 2 blocks in, like that. Because remember, behind that block there is the smeltery. I'm not sure how far behind that is the smeltery, but we might come 3 blocks like that and then turn. And same with the other side, just to make sure it's even. So break that, and we come 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, turn. And then all behind that, all on this wall here. So there we go. That will be our new auto smelter on one side, and just the EU power, because there is still there's still all this high voltage power. There is still high voltage power running through it right now, because we have solar on the roof and wind power on the roof still. So those will be plugged into the EU EU machines, because we've got obviously EU power in here, like the macerator and all that good stuff. So let me take care of the rest of this room. Well, I don't know how far I'm going to go back. I'll probably just bring it back to where the original generator back here was sitting at some point. So like that far, just in case. Like, so we have oodles. I may even put the QED at the end of the room and surround it, or put in the roof. There's multiple ways you can do it, which is blooming fantastic. So I'll get this done. I'm going to actually start with the floor, then I'll do the walls, I think. I'll get this done. I'll be back shortly, guys, and then we can start setting up this auto smelter. I'm kind of nervous because I've never played around with hooking all this up and auto smelting and all that good stuff before. So this should be quite good. So I'll be right back shortly. Alrighty, guys, I am back, and check it out. She's looking quite good. Now, I've obviously put the flooring in first, and I put a little wall in. I won't do the rest until obviously we start installing everything, so I can make the rest of the room look pretty and put some actual freaking red lights in here and all that good stuff. But there you go. That's how long she's going to be, which is blooming fantastic. So, first things first, we need to set up our freaking electric furnaces. Because I'm going with electric furnace. You can go with other ones. It's just because I have the furnaces available. I'm not going to bother, using anything else. So I'll use all 9 of them, because eventually maybe we'll have 9 different auto smelting patterns installed, and it should smelt down quite nicely. So I'm going to have to get a little bit more, or I'm going to have to probably make a little bit more electric furnaces, just so I can use like the manual versions as well. So what I'm going to do is stick them one in. So what we need 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we just put our furnaces along here. So I'm putting them in the wall so I can try hide the setup that I've got going on here, because after doing a bunch of research and everything on how to do this, because I was lost with auto crafting / auto smelting and all that crazy stuff with the ME. Holy smokes, it gets a little complicated. So we need actually an ME interface along the top of them, and then we're going to need a bus and all that good stuff. So I've already gone ahead and made some of that stuff and threw it in the ME already. So if we come here, we can grab our bus out, which I should have got a bunch of them. So we've got an import bus, and we'll grab it all out. So we'll grab our buses out. We'll grab the ME in. There we go. We've got 13 of them. So I've got 13 interfaces as well. I didn't make too many of those bad boys. Hang on. I'll throw some of this junk back in the ME for now, because we don't actually need it. And we're going to need smart. Yes, there we go. We've got plenty of ME smart cable. So we'll grab a couple stacks of that bad boy. And we're gonna actually we're gonna need to make ourselves a ME pattern terminal, I think it is, if I'm correct. So we're gonna put our ME interfaces along here like this, all along the top like that. I'm gonna hide those bad boys, don't you worry. Alright, so remember, we're going with stone this time around. So what I really need to do is we're going to take our smart cable here, and we're going to obviously plug it in like so, and we're going to grab our our import bus, boom, throw it on like that. Okay, there you go. She's looking quite nice. So this first one is going to do our cobblestone to our stone pattern, okay? So we're using an ME interface because you can put the patterns on the bottom here. So we need to make a ME pattern terminal, which then we can build ourselves we need a blank pattern, and then we can literally make ourselves a pattern and put it in here, And once it's in here, the crafting CPU and everything downstairs will recognize it once it's hooked into the main system. And we should, the pattern, once it's hooked in, should be showing up in the crafting stuff. I don't know. Still new to this, guys. I'm still winging this. I'm still blooming winging this. Crikey. Okay. So what we need to do is probably obviously hook this into the main network. So we got to break back down here because remember I did clean it up quite a lot. So what we'll end up doing is we'll get rid of this. No, we won't get rid of that. We should be able. It should. Wah! Don't use a bus on it. Oh crikey! I broke it all bloody ready. There we go. We should be able to just run it straight into it like that. It's going to create another. Maybe not. All right. Just got to remember that we needed the covered, just the flux cables because we needed power just for that over there. So we'll just get rid of this for now. Take it all out. There we go. All right. So what we'll do is run it straight. Well, crikey, got turned around a little bit there. So we need to run a straight line. I'm trying to keep the cables relatively quite, clean now. Since we've started cleaning up our base, so we've got to try keep the cables relatively clean. There we go. We'll even go one up higher so we can walk underneath it and upgrade the... Oh, I keep selecting the wrong bloomin' ones every single freaking time. Smart cable. Alright, run literally that straight over and plug it straight in. Ba-bum. That there should... We should use up a channel. Oh, crikey, it's used up several channels. It's used up all 8 channels there. 1 channel there. Holy smokes. Okay. Alright. Well, alright. So that's there. That's installed. We might have to use some dense cable, I think, in the future. Because that's nuts. I can't believe it's using up all 8 of those devices. But that's okay. That's probably because I think it's using all the patterns. All the patterns are counting as channels, I think. I think. So we're going to have to definitely go to a denser cable very, very soon. Because obviously we can't hook the rest of these up. So once if I want to auto smelt iron next, and etc, etc. So anyway, that should be hooked up. Alright, that's pretty cool. That's coming along nicely. So what we'll do... I know there's probably another easier way to do this, but hey, this is the way I was reading about and studying about. Okay, so what we need to do now is build ourselves a... what's it called? The Emmy... pattern? There we go. This bad boy here. So this is a little new. I haven't played around with this. We need... Oh, so we just need a crafting terminal. Okay, so what we need to do is hopefully we got everything ready to go because I kind of... so we need a normal ME terminal. Shift click. What are we missing? We're missing one thing. So we've already got, obviously, the illuminated panel, which is good. So we just need this thing here, the annihilation coil. So we should click that. All right, we can make a bunch of those. So let's... Oh, I just made 64 of them. Throw those in the ME for later on. You know, you never know. So now we should be able to shift click this and get our first terminal. Actually, let's make a couple of terminals. They stack? Yeah, there. We made a couple of terminals. All right, just in case. So now we need to obviously make it into a crafting terminal. Boom, which I just did. We'll put this one back. So we got the crafting terminal. We can even put this one back for the next step. Shift click this one. Boom! Pattern terminal. Oh, an achievement got! All right. So what we'll do for this one is we'll probably come on the side here, break it. Oh, crikey. Oh, that's not good. I didn't mean to break every single one of those. Whoopsie. All right. So what we'll do is just extend that cable back up and fix that up real quick. Boom. All right. So obviously I want my pattern terminal to be on the side here. Eventually I want them hanging from the ceiling, but I actually have a plan for this area. So I didn't run the cables yet, but I've got a plan for in here. Well, I'm really excited to show you guys what I've got planned for in there. So we got the pattern terminal up. Where did we put the rest of our crafting terminals? We'll put those back. There we go. Boom. Oh, whoops. Fell through the hole. Fall. There we go. Alright, so we can pop those back now. Oh, crikey. It rearranged all my stuff. There we go. Back to the way. Look. 101k diamonds. Crikey, and it's climbing. It's bloomin' climbing. Alright, so, pattern terminal. Okay, I've read a bit about this sucker here. This is a little different. Alright. Oh, okay, A to Z. Alright, there, that's better. Okay, so... This is a pattern terminal. We need some blank patterns, actually. Hang on. What is a blank pattern type? Blank. Here they are, blank patterns. Oh, crikey. All right, we'll see if we got any in the ME. We'll see if we got any of those in the ME. So, where are you there? Shift click. Oh, quartz glass. No, how dare you? That's not cool. I got normal glass. That is definitely not cool. So that's the only thing we need is the quartz glass. So can we make some? Yes, we can. Woo! I'm worried because if it requires any machines to make, we kind of deconstructed all our little machines at the moment, which is not good. All right, our very first make. Do we want to make a couple up? There we go. We got a couple anyway. So we'll put one of the blank patterns in the ME anyway. All right, so we put our little blank pattern, not in there obviously, up here. Okay, so what we need to do is withdraw some cobblestone, put some cobblestone in this terminal here, and we need to put some regular stone. Do we have regular stone? Do we have to go? Oh, nuts! Oh, stone. We've got just over 1,000 stone, so that would have been from my last smelting craziness. So what I need to do is, hang on, I'm still thinking. I just got to figure it out. I think. I see. So normally you'd put the pattern in here, and then you'd put the outcome here, and then you would encode it to your blank pattern, and that's how it normally works. But I'm missing a step here. Oh! I remember. Click. Ah, there we blummin' go. So you click this button here. So this is a crafting pattern, or then you got the processing pattern. A processing pattern's obviously, aka like freaking smelting. All right, nearly forgot that. Nearly made myself look like a silly bugger. So I'm new to this, so that's all good. All right. So, and now we can encode pattern. Boom. We're encoded stone. So we have this guy here. And we should be able to go throw him in this interface right here. Boom. All right. So that there is now. There. She's set up. So I'm hoping if we come back to our terminal real quick, we can view by craftables. Look, we have one stone. See that? So, well, each one of these crafting terminals are different. So, one of them can be literally for craft. Oh, it's not going to save. All right, but anyway, we got one stone. We click on that one stone. Now, it tells you to select the amount of stone we want. So, we can plus 10, 20, 30, yeah, so on. And press next. And that will go into our, obviously, see the crafting plan, 174 bytes used. And that's, remember how we put the 4K storage thing? I'm pretty sure that's to do with that. So we can select crafting CPU automatic, and we can press start. So we can literally just cycle through to CPU 1. See how we can cycle through to CPU 1? See, it says storage there, and co-processors 1. Because obviously, if you've got some mega factory stuff going on and it's constantly crafting stuff, you're obviously going to use all the storage and processors up. Because remember, if we hit this start, I'm pretty sure it uses that processor up. That means I cannot start another plan, a crafting plan in here because there's no processors available. You know, we've only got one hooked up into the system, so you're going to have, I'm pretty sure, an array of processors started, and then obviously storage to go with it. So we've selected our crafting CPU here. We've obviously, it tells you available cobblestone. We want it crafting 2 stone, and then we press start. I'm hoping, see, it's going now. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm hoping that there has been. Oh, so it's spattered into here. That's good. So it's spattered into the electric furnace. The job is not quite done. It didn't say craft. It's crafting. You know why? It's spattered all into our electric furnace. The problem is the electric furnace has got no power. That is okay. We've kind of we just need to find our outlet again, which is right here. One of these outlets go to this. No, I've forgotten where it was. Here, this one. One of these outlets goes up and out. There it is. That goes out to our wind/solar panel. We've got one of the crazy advanced solar panels on our roof. Speaking of which, we're probably going to have to set up a different source of power for our roof because, remember, all our blades are broken right now, which sucks because I really, really love the wind power that they produce. They all break eventually, but what's running the EU power at the moment is the borrowed unlimited hybrid solar panel from Venom. So Venom made this, and she brought it over at one point so we could charge our nano suit, I'm pretty sure. So, but I've hooked it into the main line here, and I've kind of been siphoning power off it ever since. Just that one solar panel. So obviously we're going to have to set up something soon for EU power, I think, or we can get some sort of converter. I don't know. I'll have to research into it. We're gonna have to clean it all up because it is a blummin' mess. This has kind of been here from like very early on in the series. So obviously we can run power literally. Oh crikey! Falling through the bloody floor here, straight down to there. There we go. So now our electric furnace is literally outputting stone. Alright, so as you can see, and the ME is now taking our stone, so which is fantastic. That job there is set. Our ME is now, our patterns are all encoded, so we've got plenty of patterns in here. We can set up other jobs in here as well. Look, see, they're all patterns. Set up other jobs in here and other jobs, blah, 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 blah. So eventually, we don't really need any more than 9 because that's why there's a lot of channels being taken up, because technically the amount of work one furnace can do is quite a lot. But I'm pretty sure now that is going back into our ME quite nicely. So we hit crafting. See, look, there, 42. That should go down to 41. And it's even got an ETA, a crafting says 12 minutes to get rid of the rest of them. But the reason why I used these electric furnaces is because we have upgrades for them. We have overclocker upgrades for them. So that should make it, pop that in, boom, 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 boom. That is going to make our jobs now, obviously, so what we need to do now is we need an upgrade. We need the extraction upgrade, which I don't think we can make. Oh, that's going heaps faster now. So there we go. So at the end of the day, now as you've seen, the power of the electric furnace was nearly out of power. That's because, remember, we've only got one thing on the roof being powered. So we need to actually look into more of that. But if we hit our crafting status, there's no jobs active. Done. The job is done. So now I can literally tell it. So if we hit view to craftables, so we've got our crafting stone here, tell it we can literally just hit it 1000 next, and then automatically detect CPU that's available, and Bob's your uncle. Off it goes, literally. 22 minutes to do 1000 with that, with an upgrade. That's pretty freaking impressive. See, now it's literally, it's going quick. Reason why it's going quick, remember, we have the upgrades. That's exactly why I used, that's exactly why I used the electric furnaces, because we can even put more overclockers in there and it'll go faster. The problem is power. Power right now is the problem. Trust me, I've seen these things go nuts. So that's fantastic. So yeah, we've got a lot of patterns, and we can probably set up for one for now iron, so we can tell it to smelt down, obviously iron, and this is cool. Because now we got it hooked into the ME. Oh, the amount of stuff becomes, it's insane. But that's all hooked up now. So what we'll end up doing is running this HV cable literally straight under, and that should power all our electric furnaces, which it has. That's fantastic, and we'll get that sorted out soon. That's all going to be hidden, but that should, yeah, we're probably going to have to make an overclocker factory, I reckon, to make more overclockers and other upgrades. Yeah, so that's freaking awesome, absolutely freaking awesome. Anyway, that is just freaking awesome. It is awesome. So now we literally don't have to do much when it comes to things. So now if I literally want to sit down and make, if I want to make the, now my factory blocks, which require metric butt ton of stone, instead of, taking it out of the ME, running, like normally I would, what I've been doing for my stone is coming in here, which is actually quite dry at the moment. I would throw it in the chest here, I'd throw my cobblestone in the chest, and obviously this guy here would obviously craft it. Not craft it, but obviously turn it into, everything I need it to turn into. But And I would use the electric furnace as well, but it's a little bit of a pain in the bum. Now, I don't have to do that anymore. Literally, don't have to do that any longer. That is freaking awesome. Almost done. 1,000 freaking stone into, cobblestone into a stone. That's the first job ever. That's just awesome. Absolutely awesome. So now, I literally need to start setting up the rest of the machines here. Here is probably going to be for the rest of the EU stuff, because remember, we got EU power running along the bottom. Alright, so we can have the rest of the EU machines in here. We'll probably have the RF along the wall back here, and then we'll put the QED system back here. So I just got to do some rearranging, and Bob's your bloomin' uncle. And we're going to look into start upgrading our factories next, obviously. That's going to be definitely good. Hook these suckers into the Emmy is going to be freaking interesting. I'll have to do a little bit of more research on doing that. But, whew, we are getting there. We are getting there. So I've got to make a bunch of factory blocks now, because I've got to hide all this. So what I'm going to do is take my factory wire block, and I'm going to literally hide the Emmy interfaces like that. And I'll probably put the wall in like that. See? Nice and hidden. All automatic. All hooked in. All doing its job. Same with over here. We'll do the same thing so it all matches. Maybe curve the thing a little bit. I don't know. Alright guys, I think we're going to call it here. Thanks for watching episode 113 of Modern Minecraft. This has been Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to smash those buttons, guys. And I'll catch yous all later. Look, the job's almost finished. Look, she's counting down.